This is Aaron Rice with the Maryland Luxury Group.com, and we are live. That's right, folks. We are live here. It's Wednesday. It's 12 noon. And you know what happens every Wednesday at 12 noon? It's our live buyer support workshop. So I want to welcome you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time joining us on our weekly buyer support workshop, thank you. Thank you for coming. If you're a returning visitor, thank you for keeping us tuned in and checking us out on a weekly basis. All right. So my name's Aaron Rice. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Select Realtors in Annapolis, Maryland. It looks like we're coming in just fine. So I'm a real estate agent with Keller Select Realtors in Annapolis, Maryland, but we broadcast live in HD every Wednesday, 12 noon from Randallstown, Maryland. Beautiful Randallstown, Maryland. It's overcast, cloudy, a little warm, a little on the warm side, probably about 74, 75 degrees. And got a little storm coming in from the Midwest. So expecting a little rain over the next couple of days. But hopefully the Orioles won't get rained out today. And hopefully they can come on back. They're down 3-0 against the Royals, the Kansas City Royals. So hopefully they'll come on back and show us what they can do here at home here in Baltimore. So looking forward to tonight's game. All right, so why don't we go ahead and get into our screen share. I got a lot of great content to share with you today, and why don't we go ahead and get into it, all right? Absolutely, let's go ahead and get it rolling. All right, so today we're talking about how to find real estate deals in Davidsonville, Maryland, which is in Anne Arundel County. So we're talking about Davidsonville deals, very excited about that. Again, we do broadcast every week live on our Facebook fan page and on any mobile device. And you can come on over and check us out at buyermastery.com. Again, Aaron Rice is my name. You can reach me on my cell phone at 443-244-0051, or you can text me at that same number. So again, I want to welcome you to our weekly buyer support hangout. We broadcast every week at buyermastery.com. every Wednesday, 12 noon. And if you just scroll down below, you can actually see the archives of our past weekly hangouts. So definitely encourage you to do that. And or you can just simply Google Buyer Support Workshop, and you'll get a list of all of our hangouts there. We pretty much own the first page of Google when it comes to doing these buyer support hangouts. So definitely encourage you to do that. And then secondly, don't forget about our seller support workshops. Every Tuesday at 12 noon at sellermastery.com, we do our seller support workshops. Yesterday, we talked about the top 89 ways to sell your home faster. All right, top 89 ways to sell your home faster. And again, the archives are available at sellermastery.com. So we've done about 15 episodes there. Got one more to do. Episode 16 will be our last seller support workshop. So we've got maybe one or two episodes to do here with the buyer support workshop. So I want to make sure that we're turning you into a pro buyer and pro seller as opposed to an average buyer or an average seller. That's why we do what we do. And then every Saturday, don't forget about our live investor support hangout at wefindrealestatedeals.com. It's live every Saturday, 9 a.m. And we're going through the Hold book, H-O-L-D. It's called Hold, How to Find, Buy, and Rent Houses for Wealth. And it's somewhat of a book club. Okay, so we've got another, let's say 13 chapters to go or so. We're on chapter 5. And we broadcast live every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. sharp, East Coast time. And this week we'll be on chapter 5, Estimate the Purchase Price. And again, if you go to wefindrealestatedeals.com, you can get an archive of our past 4 or 5 hangouts. Or again, you can simply Google Investor Support Workshop. And again, we own the first page of Google with these live support workshops. So I often get questions from other small business owners. Hey, Aaron, this is pretty cool what you're doing with these live support hangouts. I want to learn how to do them myself. So what we're doing is we've worked hard to put together an awesome social media content for small businesses. On October 24th, we'll be teaching our second class. It's at 1 p.m. in Annapolis, Maryland. It's the live 4-step social media support workshop, because what I found is that when asked, almost every small business owner will admit they need help with their social media marketing. So the title of this particular event is Discover How to Host Live Google Hangouts on Your Facebook fan page. So I'm going to show you how to do exactly what I do here on a weekly basis with our Facebook fan page. No technical ability is required. You can simply go to 4steps.com. That's 4-steps.com to get more information about our October 24th event at the Maryland Association of Realtors. So definitely encourage you to check that out. And it's our 4-step process. So step 1 is creating a Facebook fan page you can be proud of. We're actually encourage everyone to bring their laptops to the class so that you can actually on your laptop, and it's going to be an actual live workshop. Number 2, proper YouTube channel setup. Number 3 is proper Google Plus setup. Excuse me. And then number 4 is proper Google Hangouts setup. So that's what we're doing now, is a Google Hangout. So we'll show you how to do exactly what we do. And if you want more information about why Facebook, why Google Plus, why YouTube, why Hangouts, you can just simply Google Discover How to Host Live Google Hangouts on your Facebook fan page, and our video will come up number 1. The reason why is because every time we do one of these Hangouts, they come up number 1 on Google. Not bad at all. All right, so how can you participate and stay connected? Well, definitely don't be stingy with this content. Please share the information with your friends. Just hit that share button or recommend button, and make sure that your friends are aware that they can get news and updates, live demonstrations, live Q&A right here at buyermastery.com. All right, so what can you expect as we get started? Well, this Hangout's going to be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. This one probably will be right around 30 to 45 minutes, a little shorter today than usual, but got a lot of great content to share with you today. We're about 7 minutes after the hour, so we are starting off right on time. Always love it when that happens. Always subject to the internet working the way we want it to sometimes. So, sometimes we get good internet connection, and sometimes not so good. Sometimes we have challenges. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. So about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on Q&A. And then, as always, the replay will be available about 10 minutes after we're done. You'll be able to come right back here to buyermastery.com and watch the replay. And as always, the recordings of all of our Hangouts are right on our YouTube channel. And definitely encourage you to say hi in the comment section below. I'll be checking the comment section below from time to time, see if you have any questions, comments, concerns, because I want to be able to answer them live in real time right on the Facebook fan page for sure. All right, how can you maximize your experience and things that you can do? Well, if you're on a desktop watching this, you can click on the gear icon at the bottom right-hand corner and get on up to 720p or 1080p. We are broadcasting in 1080p HD, so definitely encourage you to increase your video resolution. Got a lot of slides to share with you today. Want to make sure that you don't miss anything. Also, remember that you can watch on any device. If you're out walking the dog, you can be listening and watching us at the same time. If you're driving down the street, definitely want you to keep 2 hands on the wheel, eyes forward, but also realize that you can tune us on into your Bluetooth in your car. Not bad, not bad. And if you happen to be watching this anywhere other than our Facebook fan page, come on over to buyermastery.com and watch this right on our Facebook fan page. Some other things that you can do to maximize your experience. If you haven't already liked the page, definitely go ahead and give us a like. Click on that like button right at the top of the page, and then hover right over the like button. You'll see the Get Notifications tab. Go ahead and click on that so you can get all the news and updates as they become available. And lastly, please go ahead and write us a review. Show me some love. If you like the mobile app and all the support and resources that we offer, please take a minute and give us a 5-star review. You can go to fb.com/Aaron Rice Helps to get that 5-star, to give that 5-star review. And if we haven't earned that 5-star review, then definitely please let me know what I can do to earn the 5-star review. Send me a private message. Let me know what we can do to improve this. All right, so meet your host, Aaron Rice. Well, the most important thing you need to know about me is that I'm a husband, father, grandfather, and all-around nice guy. You need to know about my beautiful, beautiful bride, my wife, Jamila. We just celebrated our 14th year anniversary about 30 days ago. Very excited about that. And my handsome son, Joaquin, just turned 13 about a month ago as well. He's there in the turquoise shirt. And my beautiful, beautiful daughter with the orange hat representing Syracuse, New York. Go Orange. Although Syracuse hasn't been doing so hot in football. They got smashed by University of Maryland. The next week, they got smashed by Notre Dame. Last week, University of Florida. Oh my God, the Seminoles just came to Syracuse and romped us. Hopefully we'll have much better success this week. And then my handsome grandson who's there in Syracuse with my daughter, Melissa, his name is Zion, and he just turned 7 last month as well. So September was a very busy month for me and my family, but that's why I do what I do is all about the family for sure. That's right. All right, so get to know your partner. Again, I am a sales associate with Keller Williams Select Realtors in Annapolis, Maryland, and owner of the Maryland Luxury Group.com. My approach takes a critical look at the visions and goals of each client. The combination of my global perspective and youthful mindset provide high-end residential solutions that are repeatable, reliable, relatable, yet edgy and cool. Well, what makes me different? Well, I see myself as the proxy for you, the audience. You're a consumer advocate asking your questions. So when I'm out in the field and I'm interviewing lenders or builders or new home consultants, appraisers, home inspectors, I love to bring authenticity, perspective, transparency, and context to the conversation. My attraction is smart home technology, eco-friendly design trends, outdoor living spaces, tranquility rooms, multi-generational living, and new homes is what makes me just a little bit different than the rest. Well, who is the Maryland Luxury Group? Well, the Maryland Luxury Group modernizes traditional topics such as demographics of the affluent, lifestyle segmentation, market trends, and amenities in today's luxury new home product. What do? We specialize in custom marketing plans for high-end residential spaces. So tell me, what attracted you to this workshop today? Why are you here? What do you want to learn? If there were some things that you could change about this workshop today, what would they be? Please definitely engage with me. Let me know that you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. Raise your hand. Shout out in the comment section below. Want this to be an interactive workshop. Definitely looking for your participation for sure. All right, so the things that we do on our weekly buyer support workshops is we empower you with control over your home buying process, okay? And here's how we do it. We've got 8 ways that we do it. These are the things that we cover on a weekly basis. Some of them we cover every week. Some of them I pick and choose a different topic. So we're talking about the path to buyer mastery. So number 1 is removing the frustration by avoiding 102 mistakes that most buyers make. So we've created video vignettes, about a minute and a half, of how to avoid the most common mistakes that buyers make when purchasing a home. So definitely encourage you to check that out. And a little bit later in today's broadcast, I will give you a website of where you can find that list of 102 mistakes that most buyers make, and most importantly, how to avoid them. We'll cover about 6 or 7 of those mistakes today, as we do every week. Number 2, we help you remove frustration finding the right home. And coming soon, new home communities. So we've got a list of the top 22 coming soon new home communities. I will share that with you today as well. And then number 3, we love to smash financial excuses, helping with price negotiations and financing options. And number 4, remove frustration finding real estate deals in Davidsonville, Maryland. So that's our topic for today. And then we help remove frustration finding the price of comparable home sales and rents. We help, number 6, help knowing the difference between new homes versus used homes. And there's a great website that I encourage you to check out. It's called startfreshbynew.com. Number 7, we help by stacking down payment and closing cost assistance programs. You can find more information about the different down payment and closing cost assistance programs at moveupmaryland.com. We've created small 3-minute, 7-minute vignettes on the different incentive programs here in the state of Maryland. And then lastly, number 8, we help by removing the frustration of trading in your old home and moving up to a new home via our Builder Trade-In program, otherwise known as the Maryland Trade-In program. So definitely encourage you to check that out as well. All right, so I am a licensed real estate agent, but I also see myself as a consultant, more of a consultant than an agent. And as your consultant, I'm in a relationship of trust, confidence, and responsibility. I take my time to understand your wants and needs and recommend solutions that satisfies those wants and needs. I educate my clients so that they can make good business decisions for them and their families. After all, we are selling the most expensive asset that you'll ever own. I tell my clients what they need to hear, not just what they want to hear. All right, so let's talk about removing the frustration by avoiding 102 mistakes that most buyers make. Why don't we get to our list? And today we're going to cover mistake number 86. Home buyer mistake number 86 is the buyer never requested pricing and market research from their realtor. It's going to be really important to make sure that you're not overpaying for the home. And if you have equity in a particular property, you want to know that. You want to know the list to price sales price ratio in a particular area. You want to know the average days on market in a particular area. These are the standard things that you should be requesting from your realtor, just to make sure that you're getting a good deal, or more importantly, not overpaying for your new home. All right. Oh, and I mentioned a website where you can get the full list of the 102 mistakes that most buyers make. It's aaronricehelps.com. aaronricehelps.com is where you can get that list of 102 mistakes that most buyers make, and videos on how to avoid them. So definitely encourage you to check that out. All right, we're talking about discovering the path to buyer mastery, how to avoid 102 mistakes that most buyers make. We're on home buyer mistake number 87. Buyer wasn't aware that new homes offer new floor plans without clutter. New floor plans, open floor plans, is the name of the game. Combination family room in the kitchen room, and the kitchen, combination dining room, living room combos. As you can see from this photo here, you've got a kitchen, dining, and living room combo. And that seems to be the trend with new homes. A lot more open space. Folks are really liking that in new homes. Very hard to get in a used home, for sure. All right, home buyer mistake number 88, assuming that your initial offer will be accepted as written. Well, what most buyers don't understand is that only 1% of the time will your offer get accepted as written. So there's going to be some back and forth, some negotiation. We call them offer and counter offer. And so you definitely need to expect that throughout the home buying process, for sure. All right, home buyer mistake number 89, doing too much too fast. Yep. I was told, my wife and I, we were engaged at the time. We were considering finding a home, and our realtor, Ansa Tyus, with Remax in Capitol Hill, big shout out to Ansa Tyus. She told us that, between searching for a home and getting married, those are the two most stressful things that people will do in their lives. And you should do one or the other, not at the same time. So we decided to get married first, and then we decided to search for a home. We didn't want to do both at the same time. So try to really, don't do too much too fast. This can be an emotional process. We are talking about your home after all. So kind of take your time, pace yourself. And if you find yourself looking to get engaged and buy a home and do it at the same time, do one or the other. That's the best course of action. All right, so we're on home buyer mistake number 90. Not working with a realtor to coordinate property viewings and appointments. Well, yeah, that can be a drag as well. You definitely want to be working with an agent who can get you in and out of properties in a timely manner, and definitely be able to give you access to all the properties that are on the market. So it's a lot easier when you're dealing with a buyer's agent, because they represent your best interest. They've got a fiduciary responsibility to protect you and look after your best interest. Sometimes you think that it's a lot easier and more cost effective to go to the builder directly or go to the seller directly, and it's really not, because you don't have any representation. So definitely want to make sure that you're getting representation. And if someone else is paying for it, if the seller's paying for you to be represented by a buyer's agent, why not do it? Why not? All right, home buyer mistake number 91, not asking your realtor to determine what comparable homes sell for. Unfortunately, a lot of times buyers, we get our emotions caught up into the transaction, and oftentimes I need to do what I call an emotion check with my buyer clients, just to let them know that let's keep our emotions on the front doorstep. Let's not take them into the home. Let's make sure that we're negotiating from the best negotiating position that we can, and that happens when the emotions are not involved. So definitely encourage you to make sure that you're getting the price of comparable home sales, and definitely encourage you to check out our archive at buyermastery.com, because that's where we show you exactly where to find recent sold homes, comparable home sales. We're not going to have time to do that tour today, but if you go back to check out the archives, you'll see exactly where and how we do that right at marylandluxurygroup.com. All right, home buyer mistake number 92, not knowing that new homes save up to 15% on homeowners insurance versus used homes. Yeah, it actually is more cost effective to own a used home than it is a new home over the long term. On the front end, a new home's probably going to cost you anywhere from 15 to 25% more than a used home, but the savings are definitely on the long term, and they start with the fact that your homeowner's insurance is actually going to be 15% less on a new home versus a used home. Okay. All right. So let's talk about removing frustration and finding the right home. Coming soon, new home communities. Well, I've got a four-step, easy to follow four-step intake process that I want to talk to you a little bit about. I'm going to come back on camera here. And the way my four-step process works is there's four phases. Phase one is a face-to-face consultation with me. We'll meet at my office either in Annapolis. We can meet at my office in downtown Baltimore, Canton Square. We can meet at my office in Towson, Ellicott City, Upper Marlboro. If we need to, we've got offices in Hagerstown, Frederick, Rockville, Chevy Chase, Bethesda, all around both beltways. So the first step is to meet with me face-to-face. Got a lot of questions to ask just to make sure that we're on the same page and that I can actually help find what you're looking for. Number two, strongly encourage you to get pre-approved with a mortgage lender. Okay, that's going to be critical to the process as well. If you're a first-time Maryland home buyer, then we want to get you in relationship with a lender who specializes in the Maryland mortgage program to be able to stack the incentive programs. If you're looking for a house that you can renovate, maybe a distressed property, a foreclosure, a short sale, you'll be wanting to work with a lender who is a certified renovation specialist who understands the FHA 203K renovation loan. Okay. And then if you're an affluent buyer, you're looking for jumbo, super jumbo financing or portfolio lending, we've got lenders that can lend between 5 and 900,000, and we've got lenders that can lend between 1 million and 20 million if you need. So it really depends on the type of property you're looking for and the type of buyer you are. You know, if you're an all cash buyer, then we just need proof of funds. Okay. Step three, if you're a first-time home buyer or a buyer that's re-entering the market, maybe you had a foreclosure, short sale, bankruptcy in the past, you're re-entering the market, or you're a first-time home buyer, we strongly encourage you to take your first-time home buyer education class with a nonprofit housing counseling education facility. Okay, so we've got lists of different nonprofit housing counseling agencies, and we definitely encourage you to reach out to us to get that full list here in the state of Maryland. And then number four, once you've got your proof of funds or your pre-approval letter and your home buyer certificate, if needs be, then step number four is to meet with me. And then we start looking at homes. So step number one, face-to-face consultation. Step number two, want to get our financing or proof of funds in place. Step number three, if you're a first-time home buyer or a buyer that's re-entering the market, want to get our first-time home buyer certificate. And then step four, meet with me. We go out and look at find your dream property. Okay, so that's our four-step intake process. All right, why don't we get back to the screen share and get back into the presentation. All right. So that's our easy four-step process. Now let's talk about the top 22 coming soon new home communities here to the state of Maryland. All right, so number one is Magnus Mill, single-family homes in Bel Air, Maryland. That's a Ryan community. Number two is Evergreen Commons. Looks like they're on phase 3 in Severn, Maryland. That's a Ryan community. Number three is Davenport. These are waterfront townhomes in Essex, Maryland by Hovnanian Homes. And then number four is Autumn Overlook in Ellicott City, Maryland by KB Homes. And if you want more detailed information, you can simply go to my website, autumnoverlook.com. That's where we did all of our new home reviews for the community. So definitely encourage you to check that out. Number five is Windlass Run, single family and singles and towns in Nottingham up in the White Marsh area. That's a community by Beezer Homes. Number six is Pooldale Farms. So single family homes in Eldersburg. That's an NV Home community. Number seven is Guilford Overlook. Those are single family homes in Jessup. That's a Dan Ryan community. Number eight, Culver Choice. Those are going to be luxury single-family homes in Forest Hill, Maryland, up in Harford County. That's going to be a luxury community by Lennar, so very excited about that. And then number nine is Magnus Mill Townhomes. Again, that's going to be in Bel Air by Ryan Homes. Number 10 is Legacy at the Courtyards at Waverly Woods Condos in Marriottsville. They're in Carroll County. It's a community by Ryan. Number 11 is Ballard Green Townhomes in Owings Mills by Ryan and Beezer. Again, if you're looking for more detailed information about that community, we've done a detailed new home review at ballardgreen.com. Definitely encourage you to check that out. Number 12 is Sandy Ridge. That's a community in Columbia, Maryland by Richmond American Homes. Number 13, Legacy at the Enclave at Park Forest. That's a 55 or better community in Elk Ridge, Maryland by Ryan Homes. And the Summit at Copper Ridge. Those are single family homes in Davidsonville in Anne Arundel County by NV Homes, Northern Virginia Homes. And number 15 on our list is Villaggio Enclave, villas and townhomes in Millersville by Richmond Homes. Okay, so that's going to be in Anne Arundel County. All right, number 16 is the Bluffs at Two Rivers, 55 or better community in Crofton, another NV community. Number 17 is Dorset Gardens at Blue Stream. Looks like they're working on a new phase there. Those are townhomes in Elkridge by Lennar. Number 18, Taylor Way at Village Crest, elevator townhomes in Ellicott City by NV Homes. Number 19 is Centennial Overlook, single-family homes in Ellicott City by Beezer. Number 20 is Stansfield Estates, single-family homes in Eldersburg by Ryan Homes. Number 21 is Fieldcrest Glen, townhomes in Glen Burnie by Ryan. And number 22, rounds off our list, is Wincopia Farms, lovely luxury singles and towns in Laurel, Maryland. It's by Beezer, NV Homes, and Pulte. So very excited about all the new homes that are coming to the area for sure. All right, so talk about empowering you with control. Why don't we get into removing the frustration of finding real estate deals in Davidsonville? All right, about 26 minutes after the hour. This is what you came here to see, is where we find real estate deals, how we find real estate deals in Davidsonville, Maryland, live on Facebook, live on mobile. So done a complete report, just showing you a snippet of it, where houses sell in Davidsonville, Maryland, and insight into the luxury residential market. All right, quick disclosure statement. Although all facts, figures, and projections have been obtained from sources deemed reliable and are believed to be correct, no guarantee or liability is assumed by its author. This information assists with the analysis of real estate. As with any investment, your personal tax and legal counsel should be contacted. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the methodology. These numbers were just updated today. So this is real time, real numbers in regards to what's happening in Davidsonville. So what I did was complete a full report of the top 10 cities in Anne Arundel County as measured by improvement since 2011. And so we tracked seven things actually. Number one was record sales prices defined by the Multiple Regional Information System, MRIS. Number two was record price per square foot. Number three was number of sales above $1 million. We also tracked the number of new home sales, okay? Average sales price, average days on market, and average list price to sales price ratio. And if you don't know what a list price to sales price ratio is, all that simply means is the home was listed for $500,000. Did it sell for $495,000 or did it sell for $505,000? All right, so that computes a ratio at the end of the day. So what I did was I tracked the top 10 cities in Anne Arundel County as measured by improvement since 2011. And so what we found is that Severna Park is number one. Let's see, number two is Anne Arundel County. Number three is Pasadena. And number four is our topic for today. Number four is Davidsonville. Okay, so our inaugural report, an analysis of luxury home sales in Davidsonville, Maryland, done by the Maryland Luxury Group, shows that many affluent buyers focus less on extra space and glitzy home features and more are willing to pay over their budget for a sound investment. The long-term prospects of quality of life, neighborhood stability top the list as the most important factors when deciding where to live. Since 2011, high-minded buyers have reported they plan to stay in their homes for 15 years, nearly double the years reported during the boom, according to the National Association of Realtors. Key findings in this report. Number one, mindset. Luxury residential buyers are buying lifestyle characteristics on a price per square foot basis instead of overall price. Over budget. 40% of high-end homeowners said they're willing to pay over budget, according to Realtor.com. One-of-a-kind residences. Lifestyle change. Privacy. Waterfront property. Top-performing schools and access to highways. Stability. They know from the market crash that not every neighborhood is the best investment. They're looking for a stable neighborhood with a solid return on investment of 30 to 50% in the next 5 years. Growth in luxury residential sales. If 2012 was the year when the highest end of the luxury market came back to life, 2013 was the year when the rest of the luxury market flourished with a robust growth in the number of million-plus sales. So let's look at Davidsonville. Again, it ranked number 4 on our list, zip code 21035. And basically what we did, we went back to 2011 and found that there were 4 sales above $1 million. The record sale was $1.7 million, and that record price per square foot was $222.90. Average of the 4 sales was $1.3 million, and the average price per square foot was $300.54. Average days on market was 212, and the list price to sales price ratio is 89.42. That basically means that sellers got 89 cents on the dollar on average. Look at 2012. The election year, generally real estate sales seem to take a drop during an election year. Looks like that definitely happened here in Davidsonville. Only 2 sales above $1 million. Average days on market was 186, and sellers took a little bit more of a hit, 89.93% of their list price. Record sale was 1.2 million, and the average sale was 1.1 million. Look at 2013. Things kind of picked back up. And we had a total of 6 sales above $1 million. Not bad, but what happened on October 18th? October 18th of 2013, you know what happened? Government shut down. Government shut down. So government shut down for a couple of weeks. Some people say it's still shut down. But then we had a government shutdown. Then we ran into Halloween. Then right after that was Thanksgiving. Right after that was Hanukkah. Right after that was Christmas. Right after that was Kwanzaa. And right after that was 4 months worth of snow. Maryland got hammered by snow in 2013, or actually in 2014. But you can see the market kind of came back in 2014. So 8 sales above $1 million, setting a record in Davidsonville over the last couple of years. Record sales price was $1.1 million. Record price per square foot was $367. And the average of the 8 sales was $1,073,500. Average price per square foot was $260. Average days on market looking pretty good. The market's coming back there in Davidsonville in a strong way. Average days on market is 75, and sellers are seeing a lot better improvement at 91.57% as a list price to sales price ratio. So not bad in Davidsonville, looking pretty good. All right. So let's talk about the new home market in Davidsonville. 2011, there were 4 new homes. Now, again, I don't focus on price point when doing new homes. This is just all new homes, all price points. But you can see that Davidsonville is kind of a high-end affluent community in Anne Arundel County. And there's a total of 4 new home sales in 2011. Record sales price was $1.7 million. Record price was $222.90. Average of those 4 was $944,000, and the average price per square foot was $203.97. Average days on market 112, and sellers got 103.69% of their list price. Folks, I've said it before, I will say it again. You will not negotiate on price when it comes to new homes. There's very little negotiation room there. There's other things that you can negotiate. You can negotiate the home site. You can negotiate options, inclusions, settlement, those types of things, earnest money deposit. There's other things that you can negotiate in a new home contract, but it's really going to be price, if ever. All right, so in 2012, again, market dropped down, only 2 new home sales in 2012. Things started to pick up in 2013. Total of 7 new home sales. Record sales price was $1.2 million. A little bit of a drop on the record price per square foot, $156.12. But we did see a nice increase there on the average sale, $962, both in 2013 and 2014, which set a record in 2014 of $972,111 as the average price per square foot. Record sale so far this year, 2014, is $1.1 million. And record price per square foot set a record there as well at $347.18. So making some pretty good improvement there in 2014. And we've got a total of 6 sales so far. We've got another, what, two and a half months to go before the year is out. So hopefully we'll get another sale and maybe either tie or break the record. So definitely want to stay tuned for future updates. The most impressive thing is the average days on market. 14 days on market on average, new homes in Davidsonville. Pretty sweet. And look at that average sales price, list price to sales price ratio. Sellers are getting 119% of their list price. Wow. That's pretty impressive in Davidsonville. So shouts out to Davidsonville. All right. So let's talk about the state of the general market in Davidsonville. This includes new homes, used homes, luxury properties. All this is included here. All right. So my independent MRS research showed that there's currently 62 active listings on the market in the 21035 zip code. The average days on market for these active properties is 170. It's currently 14 properties under contract. There were 18 listings that expired or withdrew from the market in the last 60 days. The average days on market was 152. And there were 15 properties that sold in the last 60 days. The average days on market was 144. Sellers got 94.69% of their list price, 94 cents on the dollar, not bad. It's currently 8.45 months of inventory on the market in the 21035 zip code. So according to this data here, what this is saying is that it's a buyer's market in Davidsonville. Pretty strong buyer's market there. Buyers seem to be able to do a little bit of negotiation, especially on the $1 million and above homes. And they're getting about about a 5% discount as well. Not bad. Okay. So you have been empowered, folks. You have been empowered. You now have what it takes. About 36 minutes into the hour, I told you this will be kind of a shorter hangout today, shorter support workshop, but you now got what it takes, folks. We remove the frustration by showing you how to avoid 102 mistakes that most buyers make and where to find that list of mistakes. We remove the frustration of finding the right home. And how do we do that? Well, we sit down and have a consultation. I talked about our 4-step intake process. We talked about some coming soon new home communities, financing options. We talked a little bit about that. And we also covered removing the frustration of finding real estate deals in Davidsonville. Okay. So definitely excited that you joined us today. Definitely excited about these weekly support hangouts. So next week, we will wrap up with, we've got about 10 more mistakes on our list of 102 mistakes to cover. We're on mistake number 92. So we'll probably break those down. This is episode 14. We'll get into episode 16, and I think we'll be pretty much complete with our buyer support workshops. And we've got a surprise coming up as to what we're going to be doing moving forward in replacement of the buyer support workshop. So definitely encourage you to invite a friend for next week's buyer support workshop at buyermastery.com. Don't forget to come back in a few minutes, watch the replay. Don't forget every Tuesday, or at least next Tuesday, will be our live seller support workshop. I think that'll be our last one for that. And then Saturday, 9 a.m. is our live investor support workshop at wefindrealestatedeals.com. All right. So this is Aaron Rice with the Maryland Luxury Group signing out.